That woodpecker is back and it's pecking my house. I already have dust flying up off of this thing. Yeah, oh yeah, girl. I can tell you got a tune-up. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. This week I am officially finishing up my entryway. Yay! If you are new to my channel, over the last several months, I have been tackling a living room and entryway makeover. And for the last 3 videos, I have been focusing on the entryway part of this makeover. I have a split level entryway, and for several years now, I have been trying to figure out how to make my entryway look and feel more inviting. And I feel like I finally got there. And a few months ago, I was at Goodwill and I found a bench for $18, and it turned out to be the perfect little bench to put at the top of my stairs to create a little entryway area where you could grab your jacket, grab your shoes, sit and put all of that on and head out the door. But also the nice part about this bench is that I can easily pick it up and move it over to the living room half of this space, and it instantly creates some more seating whenever we have a large group of people over. And I got this bench knowing that I was going to reupholster it, so that is what I am working on this week. So with all of that being said, let's go do my favorite step of reupholstering and rip some gross old fabric off of this bench. I'm not gonna say this is gonna be a fun and easy project, or that I think it's gonna be a fun and easy project, because I said that last time and it ended up not being a fun and easy project. So I'm not sure what this project is gonna be like. If you're new to my channel, I'm a self-taught upholsterer or reupholsterer, so anytime I am tackling an upholstery project, it's most likely the first time I have tackled a project like that. So I have never upholstered a bench like this, and a lot of times I do wait to show you guys the fabric that I ended up choosing, but it's obviously sitting right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys. I love the red stripes of this bench, so I kind of wanted to keep that, but I just wanted to go with a fabric that was going to fit my living room a little bit better. And this is Watts Russet. It is a fabric sample that I got for the chair I reupholstered in my living room, and I loved this fabric so much that it almost was the fabric I went with for that chair, even though I wanted that chair to be brown. So when I ended up not using it on the chair, I knew I had to figure out a way to either use this fabric in my living room or somewhere else in my house. And about a week after filming my chair video, I found this bench and I knew instantly what fabric I wanted to go with. So I'm going to set this fabric aside and let's get to work removing this fabric. Okay, so like I said, I've never upholstered a bench like this. The only benches I have upholstered are benches that I built from scratch. I was just looking over this bench and it seems like I have to flip this over and actually remove the legs and remove the bottom piece. The bottom piece seems to be like the back piece of a chair where you remove the bottom piece and then you can see how everything else is attached. So let's get this flipped over. Ah! Ow, that hurt. Looks like everything is just connected by some screws. I already have dust flying up off of this thing. What are you connected to? There's like a bracket that this is twisted onto. This is already very different than I thought it was going to be. 1 leg down, 3 more to go. Okay, I was right. Definitely getting the legs removed was the right call. And I'm just using my upholstery tools to remove these staples and remove this bottom piece. If you want to get into upholstery, I will link the kit to the upholstery tools that I got down below. I'm taking my time with this bottom piece because I kind of want to reuse it since it's already got the holes for the legs. Boom, 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 boom. This is taking forever. Yay, finally. Looks like we've got some cording on the bottom, and then it looks like I have to then remove the side panels right here. And if you've never seen one of my reupholstery videos, what I do is I take notes as to the order I'm taking things off in so that I can then reverse that order when I start to put the new fabric back on. I'm also gonna grab my phone so that I can take some reference photos of how certain areas look, especially the arms, because there's a lot of pleating with the fabric right here. Okay, who wants to make a bed? I'm gonna encounter my spiky strips that I hate. There we are. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Well, so far this is much easier than the chair. Oh, forgot to mention, I wanna save these pieces because I'll use these as templates to cut out the new fabric. So it looks like the next 4 sections that I need to take off are these bottom sections. There's one up front right here, there's one back here, and then I'm gonna take the arms off. And I'm gonna really pay attention to how the arms are attached as I remove them, because I've never done that deep of a pleat before. So that's gonna definitely be fun, yet challenging when I start working with the new fabric. So I'm gonna get to work removing these next 4 sections. So this side piece is actually attached in like a completely different way than I anticipated. See, it's always a mystery. Okay, for the most part, removing this fabric wasn't terrible. I mean, removing fabric really isn't ever super fun in the first place, but for the step of removing fabric, this wasn't bad. This wasn't bad at all. So I have one final piece to remove. After I get this removed, I'm gonna spend the rest of the day cleaning up all of the fabric and removing all of the staples so that I can use those pieces as pattern pieces for the new fabric, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and clean up. So I'm gonna get this removed and I'll see you guys in the morning. Done. Ooh, that's hot. Delicious though. Okay guys, good morning. It's time to reupholster this bench. And I don't want to say this for sure, but I think I might be able to finish reupholstering this bench today. I could be wrong. It could take me until tomorrow to finish it up, but I think I can get the whole thing done today. And I already went ahead and did just like the littlest amount of work, just real simple stuff. If you're new to my channel, I used to work in theater, and something that I learned from working in theater and working with costumes, when you want to get the like smell or disinfect like old garments and things like that, I guess they don't even technically have to be old, but something that you do in theater when you want to disinfect costumes after a show or disinfect old fabric or whatever is you spray them down with a water vodka solution. And so I have taken that trick that I learned in theater and have applied it to my furniture flipping. So I did that. It's been sitting, so now the foam is all dry again. And I also put a new piece of batting on here. And I have my first pattern piece. I didn't realize there was sewing on this piece until I pulled it off yesterday, but there's sewing at the corners. So I cut off the seam allowance so that I can draw the exact seam lines that I have to sew. So I've got my pattern piece. I'm gonna grab the real fabric and get this first piece cut out and sew it on up. We'll get this out of the way. I'm gonna move my coffee because I have a feeling I'm gonna spill it. And hopefully I ordered plenty of fabric for this, because last time around I did not. This first piece is very important because we have to determine where the lines are gonna be on the cushion top. I think that's a good spot. So seam, yeah. I think right between these two lines. Yes, yes. I'm just making sure I'm really marking out where I need to sew. I'm sure some professional reupholsterers don't need to use the previous pieces, like they just know what to do, but I'm not there yet. Okay, I have my first piece cut out. Now I'm just gonna sew up these corners. Come on, Sheila. I just got my sewing machine tuned up, so she better be good. Yeah, oh yeah, girl. I can tell you got a tune up. Good for you, girl. You deserved it. One corner down, 3 more to go. Okay, I have my first piece all sewn up, and now I'm just gonna check the fit. It should be good. Pull this way a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna look so nice. Okay, so the fit is good. I'm gonna grab my staple gun, pneumatic staple gun, and get to work stapling this. And I'm gonna just like be pulling as tight as I can because I want this to have like a really nice tight fit. First piece is done. Now I gotta figure out what to do next. So I just realized I now have to do the arms. These are gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's not like, there's no sewing required for these pieces. It's just cutting a big piece of fabric and trying to make it lay nicely on these curved arms. So hopefully I can do it. Let me grab one of the arm templates. Actually, I'll grab both of them. Is this one? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut a big square and leave myself plenty of extra fabric to play with. Yeah. I will mark out where they have this piece cut though, just so that I know that I might have to cut it in that area. Okay guys, so basically these arm pieces are just big squares and I just have to pleat them to work with the curve. And I cut 2 slits so I could stick the fabric down through and then staple to the other side. But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try to make the fabric lay as nicely as I can get it. And it seems like with the old fabric, the line in the pattern just kind of followed that curve of the arm. So I'm just gonna try to do that with the line in this fabric and see what happens. It's gonna be fun. I'm just winging it, guys. I'm just winging it. That wasn't that hard. Nice. That looks pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with the arms. They weren't as difficult as I thought they were going to be. So I just went ahead and cut my other square of fabric for the next arm, and I'm just gonna rinse and repeat the process. I cut 2 slits so that I can like slip the fabric between the cushions right here. And then once the arms are done, we can move on to the next pieces. Okay, my arms are done, which was definitely the hardest part of this whole project, and I'm pretty happy with them. Before I can go ahead and attach my next piece, I have to make some cording. If this is your first time seeing an upholstery video of mine, cording is a trim commonly used in upholstery. Pretty much every upholstery project I do, I have to make cording at some point. So all I did was take my fabric, cut long 2-inch strips strips of it, and I'm going to take some cording, stick it in the middle of the fabric, and then fold the fabric in half and sew along that line so that it gets like a nice piped look. I'm gonna go ahead and make all of the cording I need for this whole project, and then we can move on to the next pieces. One down, one to go. Okay, all done. I think we're gonna be able to finish this bench today. So these next pieces are the front and back panels that go right here that cover up all of these staples. And I'm basically just gonna cut a long 7-inch wide strip of fabric. And I'm gonna cut it long enough so that I can move this around accordingly so that these stripes match up with the stripes on the seat cushion. Let's do it. We're almost there. 4 more pieces to get attached. If I start it back here, that should be plenty. I'm gonna make it a little wider. Looks like I need to sew the cording to the right side of the fabric. Okay, I'm ready to attach my next 2 pieces. And if you have seen my other upholstery videos, this piece is kind of similar to like the front bottom piece of like most chairs that I've done, where I've got all these like layers and I've got foam, and then I flip it all over and it covers everything up. So I am going to use this cardboard tack strip, get these lines lined up, tack this down, add foam, and then flip this over and tack it to the bottom. And I think this is gonna look really nice actually. But first, I just need to make sure that I'm getting everything lined up nicely. I'll start right here at this line. Double checking this. Does it look good? It looks good, it looks good. Yay, that looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna rinse and repeat the process with the other side. Okay, I know this is a much easier project than, say, a chair, but honestly, I think this is the best upholstery I've ever done. But I don't want to speak too soon because I still got 2 panels to do, and those are the side panels. And side panels are very similar to the pieces I just did, where I'm going to tack this up down over here using my cardboard strip and then flip everything over to cover it up. And like I said when I was taking the fabric off, I hate these little spiky strips, but if I don't force myself to try to use these, I'm never gonna get better at using them. So I am gonna attempt to use my spike strips. So I'm gonna get this first piece attached and then show you guys how these tack strips work and why they are so annoying to work with. Let's do it. So how these spike strips work is you stick them through the fabric going out away from the piece of furniture, and then you flip it around and then grab your mallet and stamp it in. Amazing. Let's try the next one. Okay, and flip this around. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. I think that is the best I've ever done with those little spiky strips. Wow. Yay, we're getting better. I'm pretty sure this is like the best job I've ever done. I'm sure a professional reupholsterer would rip it apart, but I don't care. I like it, and I think I did a good job. And I only have a few more steps to finish up this bench. Before, when I was making cording, I made enough so that I could attach cording to the bottom half of this bench. Once this cording's attached, I'm gonna go ahead and reattach the bottom piece that I saved. Then I can get the legs attached, and that will complete this bench and also my entryway. Let's do it. It's gonna look so good. Let's get this thing flipped over. Okay, now my entryway is complete, and also now you get to see my full vision come to life for this entryway. I love this bench so much. I am so happy I found it at Goodwill. And also, if you haven't been following along on this series, I got this bench not knowing where I wanted to put it in my house, and it just happened to be the perfect size for a little entryway bench. I love it so much. And I liked it before I upholstered it, but I love it even more. The new fabric is so pretty. It is so pretty. I feel like I've been trying to get shots of this fabric, and I feel like none of the shots do this fabric justice. It is beautiful. So thank you to Folio Fabrics for supplying me yet again with more fabric for one of my upholstery projects. Also, I've been waiting to put some photos above this bench until after I upholstered it, so now you get to see everything come together, and I feel like those photos instantly make your eye get drawn up and out into my living room when you walk into my house. And now my entryway is completely done, and I'm only a few small projects away from also finishing my living room. So I hope you guys liked this video and project. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one, which is the final part of my living room and entryway makeover. Bye guys.